Wow, huh?
Right up top here, right up top. Thank you.
Yeah. I just needed her to say I love DVDs like my life.
It's going to be a very big mix of a year because we've got this exhibition that's enabling, the audience, our audiences, our fans to see things in the flesh, and got the DVD that, hopefully people will catch up on to watch the last one, and, it's going to be, 2011 is the last time in which we're going to ever release a film, so it's a big year for us. I always watch the extras, I like them. I always watch them in every film. I love seeing behind what's happening, so yeah, I'll definitely watch them, yeah. Jason Isaacs, who plays my husband, of course. It gives a master tour. You also have David Yates watching, Dan and Emma and Ruth's kind of, running. They're sort of watching people playing golf, and so you have very much more of an idea of the family and the friendships behind the scenes. And I think that probably as the films have developed and as the relationship between the fans and the makers of the film have developed, that a trust has formed, that actually people realise that they can let people in.
They'll never lose interest. It's just a matter of whether or not they've heard about where it is. It's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. Good old Harry Potter, say I.
The exhibition is opening, yeah, and we do have a Blu-ray coming out, don't we? Which is great. This is like a premiere of one of the movies. It's fantastic.
We played golf in it. It's place, they follow Tom, Oliver, myself and Rupert on a game of golf, and we literally just chilled out, just talking about our experience over the last 10 years, and we were quite hands-on in it as well, weren't we?
And the thing is, we wanted to do something where we could just speak to each other about, what was your best memory of filming. I actually like doing this. So it's a lot more personal for not only us, but for the fan base to view it. That it's not some random person asking the questions. So it's what we enjoy doing about it.
Because we're not there every day of shooting, we'll quite see what we missed out on that we heard about. So yeah, there's so much to see and do on the DVD and Blu-ray.
It certainly makes the life of the disc as well last a lot longer, because you can watch the same film about 4 different times and see a different thing every time you watch it. So.
When you're on the set, there's also hundreds of people and a lot of expensive machinery and cameras and lights and that, and so you don't always get to have a good look at things. So it's nice that they've now been put in isolation, so the focus is entirely on the craftsmanship of the people who made these things, because they're incredible.
We don't have very many scenes that we don't include in the film normally, but this time we have a very nice scene at the beginning would have been at the beginning of the film, which was a lovely scene with Dudley saying goodbye to Harry at Privet Drive. And the rhythm of the film, the cutting, just didn't allow space for it. It's a shame, because it's a lovely, lovely scene. I think people will love that. There is the maximum movie mode, which I can never get right, but, where the fans are guided through aspects of making the film, the actual process of making the film, by some of the filmmakers and members of the cast, in a way that I think will be really informative and really fun for people who are interested in how things are done. There's a great feature on the 7 Harrys, where the Order of Phoenix went to Privet Drive and turned themselves into 6 more Harrys as decoys for the escape from Privet Drive. And there's a good feature on how that was done, showing Daniel, who worked very, very hard at that sequence. We were filming it for about a week or more. And yeah, there's lots of stuff I think that people, and a bit of fun too. There's the Phelps twins who played Fred and George, and Tom Felton go golfing, so that's just a bit of fun, showing wizards in their everyday normal life.
It's a pretty big month for Harry Potter. I mean, I got to see the exhibit, which is very cool. Lots of detail, and you get to be in the world of Harry Potter. And then, of course, you got the DVD release on Blu-ray, which is very cool. And then, on top of that, then you've got the next film, the final film that's coming out this summer, which is also very cool. So there's a lot going on in the world of Harry Potter, and it's kind of sad because you just don't want it to end. But yeah.
I just always like hearing people talking about the process of making the movie and the process of decision making, and because Harry Potter is such a big set, you most of the time have no idea what goes on with a different part of the crew. So it's always great to actually have that insight, even for us that are part of it.